Prepare for trouble!
Jam.
Greetings and salutations and welcome to Nostal-Ged. My God, it has been nearly a year since I have said that sentence and it fills my heart with so much joy to be able to say it again. I was going to do a video explaining why I've been away, the trials and tribulations and why I'm coming back, but you guys don't want to hear that, you don't care about that. But just a couple of seconds just to say, Nostal-Ged kind of became something else to me for the last few months. When you get 1,000 views, 2,000 views, all of a sudden you want every video to get thousands of views, and you start doing concerts and stage shows, and then you get invited to festivals, and then you just want to be bigger and bigger and bigger. And then the next step was to start a podcast, because everybody does podcasts. So me and a bunch of friends got together and we had the intention of starting a podcast, but it just didn't work. And I'd always treasure my friendships over something like Nostal-Ged and a podcast. So we had to curb it. And I'm genuinely just want to get back to what makes me happy and having fun. What I love is to spend time with my daughters. I am getting back in the gym. I don't know if you can tell, but I am still rocking around 20 stone, but I'm getting there. I'm losing a bit of weight. And Nostal-Ged genuinely makes me happy. Getting to talk to you guys makes me happy. Some of the best friendships I've formed in the last 10 years are through YouTube. Us minnows, us guys that have a few hundred subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. We get together, we form this community and we get each other's backs. Guys like Kenny Reviews, Aces Places, Splat Attack, Average Critic, Charles is one of my greatest friends. And I treasure that more than anything else. And I just want to have fun and get back to being happy again. And I genuinely think that you guys don't want to hear me ramble about woe is me and I'm back. I am back. I've got my smile back and we are going to rock Nostal-Ged better than ever. We're going to get back to all your old favourites, top 10 favourites, tunes of the day, the Hall of Fame, unpopular opinions. And today I thought the best way for you guys to see me, I'll ramble a little bit at the start about what I'm doing coming back, and you get to see my lovely, happy, chubby face and see I'm still alive, I'm still okay, is to do a treasure hunt video. Now, I love these. Treasure hunt videos, for those of you that are new to the channel, is basically we go out into the wild, charity shops, car boot sales, Facebook marketplaces, and we find nostalgic goodies. As you can see from my office/bedroom, I am covered in toys and nostalgia bits. So that's what this basically is. And we're going to start where we always start with treasure hunts, with physical media. That's right, physical. I am the last person in the world still collecting physical media. And a couple of them are from Marky Mark. We still meet up and he got me some Blu-rays. We got The Goonies on DVD. All-time classic. Can't beat The Goonies. Who was your favourite Goonie? For me, it had to be Data. Data was my boy. The OG Terminator. Now, I've seen this film a million times. The best Terminator is the original, but the one thing I'm excited by is there is a feature-length documentary in the special features. That's what I'm going to be doing tonight. Watchmen. Now, depends what version of Watchmen you see. I saw the first ever version of Watchmen that I ever watched was 4.5 hours long. It must have been the director's cut or something. And I was bored shitless. But I'm going to give it another try because Marky Mark loves it. These ones are mine. I picked these up from charity shops. Gotta love some Police Academy. I got the entire Police Academy collection on Blu-ray. Zed is my boy. I gotta say, the third Police Academy is my favourite. The second one is where Zed comes in as the bad guy. The third one is when he joins Police Academy. So the third one, the second one are classics. I sat down with the kids when I got these because I thought I loved Police Academy films when I was a kid. So I thought, we'll sit down and watch it with the kids. So I put the first one on. 90s and 80s kids were built different. This is not made for modern kids. I remember watching the first one with the kids and Commandant Lassard is getting noshed off under the desk by a prosy. Within the first 5 minutes, a racial slur, actually there's a couple of racial slurs thrown out by Mauser. Yeah, don't watch this with your kids. You might have loved it as a kid in the 80s and 90s. It is not made for 2026 kids, but I love the police academies. Beavis and Butthead Do America. Now I've done we need to talk about on Beavis and Butthead Do America on Nostal-Ged. I love this film. It's the first film I ever snuck into. Me and my boy Sam paid for 101 Dalmatians with Glenn Close and then snuck into the screen so we could watch this when we were 8 years old. Dude, Where's My Car? Another one that I have done a We Need to Talk About on. This one gets quoted all the time in our house. I love Dude, Where's My Car? Watch it on repeat. And the last one, Best of WWE Raw, or WWF as we know it as old fucks. Now with WWE switching to Netflix, I can't get my head around it. Before with the network, it would go in chronological order. So you'd finish watching Royal Rumble, it would go to Elimination Chamber, it would go to WrestleMania, it would go to Backlash. Not on Netflix. Now if you're watching, let's say you're watching WrestleMania 15, Rock versus Austin, and you want to go, right, Backlash next, and then on to Judgment Day, then on... No. Netflix goes, right, WrestleMania 15, onto WrestleMania 16, onto WrestleMania 17. There's no way of watching it in order. You have to watch the shows. So if you're watching Elimination Chamber 2010, then it'll go 2011, 2012. You know what I mean? I don't like this. There must be a way on Netflix of watching wrestling pay-per-views in order. Fix it, Netflix. More physical media. Computer games. Now, as you guys know, I'm all about my SNES, my N64, my Game Boy, but I do play modern consoles. Me and the kids play the Switch. This is one I got for us to play with them, Disney Dreamlight Valley. We played it for 20 minutes the other night and we had to turn it off because it was bedtime, but I'm gonna get into Dreamlight Valley. I can't wait to see all the Easter eggs. Apparently, every single Disney and Pixar character ever is in this game, and I can't wait to discover it. Another classic from my childhood. Actually, it wasn't my childhood. I was in college when I played Luigi's Mansion 3. But here we go, Luigi's Mansion on the Switch. We love Mario in the Big G household. And another one, Cartoon Network Battle Crashers. Now, what I'm assuming is this is kind of going to be like Smash Brothers, but with Cartoon Network characters. So Jake, Finn, who we got, Steven Universe, this guy from Regular Show, whose name isn't coming to me. I hope there's some more old school ones like Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo. I hope it's not all modern, but you guys will have to take to the comments and let me know. And my PS5. Now, I love Star Trek. Star Trek Voyager is my shit. My favourite Star Trek series. So I've picked up Star Trek Resurgence, where you start off as a newcomer in Starfleet. And I think you can pick between this guy and this girl. And the stories play out different depending on the decisions you make. Kind of like Star Wars Old Republic. So yeah, that'll be for when the kids are in bed. And this one is all for me. The Turtles Cowabunga Collection. All the 90s and early 2000s Turtles games are in here. My favourites are the OG one on the NES, where you can switch between the 4, and the arcade on the SNES, which is this one. I also play Turtles in Time anytime I go to Pixel Busters or Arcade Club. Turtles games rock. From start to finish, they are awesome. So I can't wait to get into this, but I'm going to need a whole night with no kids, no wife, no work, where I can rock every single game on this. Now, moving on. What are we on to now? We're going to go with Funko Pops. Now, I have too many Funko Pops. I say it every time. But one thing that I adore is my favourite film of all time is Wizard of Oz. I know, I'm 6'4", 20 stone, big ginger beard. I shouldn't love Wizard of Oz, but it's the greatest film of all time. I've got my little Wizard of Oz collection up here with the expensive OG Wizard of Oz Funko Pops that are worth hundreds of pounds. Now, this isn't this, but this, I don't have a Cowardly Lion, and I found this for £4 in a Home Bargains. So he is going right up here next to Glinda. So that's my Wizard of Oz collection. Moving on, lovely stationery set here for South Park. Now this is what it looks like on the front. There's our Kenny. We all love Kenny. And on the back, he turns into Zombie Kenny from eating too much Worcester sauce, and then he's eating people's brains while Chef's dressed up as Evil Knievel. Only OG South Park fans will get that from the first series. But yeah, I've got a lovely stationery set. That's going to go on my desk. Gotta love Kenny. What else have we got? Oh my god, check this out. This has to be the pick of the bunch. Let me press it. This is a handheld arcade of WrestleMania Steel Cage. I used to play this in real in the 90s. Now I have a dilemma. Do I keep this in the box and keep it on display, or do I want to take it out and play as the Hulkster or as Ted DiBiase? I'm really stuck. It look amazing on display. I already have loads of wrestling stuff. But I really want to play it. I might have to order two. I might have to keep one for display and one for playing, because this thing is friggin' awesome. Get old school vibes of going to the seaside and playing WrestleMania Steel Cage. This is awesome. I love this thing. Trumps. Now, I was never a big Trumps guy, top Trumps, but we have got Buffy the Vampire Slayer Trumps. I got all these from a charity shop. I think they were like 50p each. Let's open them up and have a look. So let's pull one at random. The Gentleman. Oh my god, this is the creepiest episode of Buffy when they lose their voices. Who have we got there? Oh, it's Tara. Lovely. Now I wonder if that's going to be Tara when she first comes into it, or Tara when she gets the spell put on her by Gloria and becomes a bit simple. Oh, Drusilla is my girl. I love Drusilla, the creepiest bitch in the world. Her and Spike together are mustard. Other top trumps. These aren't top trumps. These are playing cards. Doctor Who playing cards. Like I said, I love Doctor Who. As you can see from this display behind me, I've got my TARDISes and all my figures. And I've just started rewatch. I've just got to Shooty Gatwa. I'm like 3 episodes off finishing Shooty Gatwa. And my daughter's just got into it. My 14-year-old has started watching at Shooty Gatwa. And I've explained, listen, there's going to be a big time between him finishing and BBC starting up again. And she turned to me and told me the best thing ever. She said, Dad, can we start watching Doctor Who from Christopher Eccleston? And I'm like, I get to watch them all from start to finish with my daughter. I only ever started from New Who. Oh, they're just normal cards. That sucks. Oh, no, look. Cybermen. Oh, I thought they were just going to be normal cards. So, yeah, so rather than having spades, clubs, and hearts, see, I think clubs are Ood. Yeah. Oh, there's K9. So, Ood, and then I think hearts are Daleks. Yeah. Cybermen are clubs. And Rose is Queen. Of course, Rose is the Queen. Actually, I'm going to say something controversial here. I always like Clara. Mickey is the Joker. Look. Amazing. So yeah, these are massive. I've only ever looked at these. This is the first time I've actually opened these cards up and had a look. So sorry, I was getting distracted looking at all these cards. I didn't realise. Of course, David Tennant's Doctor's the King. So yeah, I'm going to have to bust these out. I've been speaking to the guy who does the Staffordshire TARDIS. What a legend he is. He's got a giant TARDIS that he takes to all these Comic-Cons. And I'm always speaking to him. So yeah, I might have to go for a visit and play some cards. Play some poker. The last one, Top Trumps, is Simpsons Top Trumps. Now you guys know I am Simpsons crazy. Where's my Simpsons shelf? It's right here. I love Simpsons. It's the greatest show ever made. I was 3 when it first aired. And I've watched every episode. 2 days don't pass where I am not watching at least one Simpsons episode. So Simpsons Top Trumps. Let's pull one at random. Smithers. Homer. Hey, we're doing well. Millhouse. You got the dud! Sorry, anybody get that Simpsons Simpsons reference about the dud? Let me know in the comments. Come on, you all know about the dud when they go to the seaside and Lisa wants to be cool. We're going to have to do more Simpsons episodes on Nostalgia. This is what I mean. I am smiling again. I'm laughing again. I'm getting that feeling where I'm like, oh, I've got to do some Doctor Who videos. I've got to do some Simpsons videos. I'm getting those butterflies again after being away from a year. I've missed this. I've missed Nostal-Ged. I've missed talking to you guys. So I'm going to finish up. I've got 2 more big things to show you. And I was just saying how much I love Simpsons. The wife got me these. I'm going to have to take a step back because they're that fucking big. But I got a giant Krusty doll. Now I'm going to spin it because he's in the box. And I was hoping there'd be a window here so I could check if his switch was set to evil. But as you can see, there's his drawstring. Let me see if he says something. Now that is an evil laugh.
I'm Krusty the Clown, and I love you very much. I'm Krusty the Clown, and I don't like you.
Oh my god, he is set to evil. I love this thing. So this I got a while ago off my wife, and she could tell I loved it so much. The thing is, it's so big I can't put it on my Simpsons display. So Simpsons might have to go up top and Ghostbusters might have to come down. But she saw that I loved my Krusty doll so much that the next week she went back and got me...
Alrighty.
It's Funzo!
Why not get 3?
It's always a party with Funzo.
I see you.
Look at this thing. How cute is he?
Alrighty.
So yeah, she got me my own Funzo. Look at the size of this Funzo. I need to keep an eye on him though, because me, quiet Funzo, because me and Gary Coleman might have to go on a rampage and kill Funzo if he gets out of hand.
See you.
But yeah, I got a Krusty and I got a Funzo off my wife, which I adore. Guys, this is just a quick treasure hunt video. I say it's just a quick treasure hunt video. We're running at nearly 18 minutes already, so I'm going to have to go. But I just want to say a massive thank you. I announced our return, was it last week, that I was coming back to Nostal-Ged, and so many of you have reached out. You messaged me, you were on Facebook, on YouTube. It means the world to me. Like I said, I don't want to get too emotional, but I'm gonna be happy, and I'm gonna do what I care about and what makes me happy, and this is what makes me happy. Chatting to you guys, talking about Simpsons, talking about Buffy, talking about wrestling, computer games. I can't wait. I've got the butterflies again. Join us, guys. Please hit that subscribe, like, share, get in the comments. I've missed you guys so much. I want to read your comments. And all of you who have your YouTube channels, reach out to me again, nostalged@gmail.com. Get us on our Facebook, comment below. I'll be back in touch with you guys soon because, like I said, eventually I want to get back to the podcast idea and do a Nostal-Ged podcast, in which case we're going to need guests, and you guys are all more than welcome. So if you have any interest in YouTube, in podcasts, in just basic nostalgia, join us. And I can't wait to get back to this. Only 2 weeks now until the World Cup kicks off. So I may be doing a lot of football content. You can guarantee that one of the tunes of the day will be World in Motion, maybe Three Lions, maybe even We're on the Ball by PJ and Duncan. I'm going to be in the pub for every single England match during the World Cup, so you may see a few photos on our Facebook. So join us on Facebook as well to join our nostalgic journey from the 80s to the 90s. Guys, thank you so much for having me back. I'm so happy to be back. I'll speak to you soon.